Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to the show. Tonight's going to be a good night. It's been about a week, right? A week or two since I've been live. Looking forward to the conversations, looking forward to seeing some friendly faces, looking forward to hearing the questions, looking forward to the engagement, the interaction, the energy, all that good stuff. Tonight, we are talking about 3.0. And then following that, we're going to find out, we're going to bring on some folks live and ask them, why have you not won a contract at this time? So as you join us, drop in the chat your name, tell us who you are, tell us your industry, tell us what city, so we know who we have out there. Miss Maria Martinez will be supporting us throughout this journey tonight. We've got our first Miss Lalani. Welcome to the party. Doing big things out there, I hear. Miss Lalani, learning about contracting officer warrants. Tell us, Lalani, about those warrants and contracting officers and how it's making a difference. We got my man Ezekiel here. Ezekiel, 18-year-old, looking for the knowledge. I love it when we see the kids out here that's coming to get some knowledge, that realizes that there's alternatives besides student debt, massive student debt, and the colleges and the career paths are not promising you returns on your investment. So thank you, Ezekiel, for paying attention. I'm curious, Ezekiel, what made you interested in government contracting? I'm curious, what made you interested in government contracting? Let me know. All right. We got Miss Cecilia Hall. I've seen that name before a couple times. What industry are you in? Tell me your industry. Tell me your space. Welcome. All right, Mr. Johnson, Leander Johnson, IBL Realty LLC. What city you from? Mr. Johnson, what city? You are IBL Realty. In fact, I dropped GSA had a requirement the other day looking for real estate companies to manage GSA properties. They put that out last week. So Alani, she understood the assignment. Lalani, Lay's Consulting Group, State of California Construction. Everybody follow Miss Lalani. She understood the assignment. All right. Warrants are powerful. Opens up the gates. If you don't know what a warrant is, you have to stick around because, again, these are the things that we're talking about. These are the things that you're learning, and they're going to make a huge difference when you're out there in the world trying to get someone to buy your products, buy your services, do business with you. It's incredibly powerful to understand, to the extent, to the level that the person that you're talking with on the other line can help you and serve you and promote your business, and how far can they take you. And interesting story, we actually I learned that the hard way. We had a guy that claimed he was trying to help our business. And by the way, thank you, Miss Lalani, for becoming a member. Good stuff. Love it. So we had a person that, back when I started my contracting journey, and Alani, she happened to hear the story from a friend of mine. When I started my contracting journey, we were dealing with a guy who claims he was helping our business. If you are just joining us, drop in the chat who you are. Tell me about your industry. We'll put you up on the big screen. Let us know who you are. We're gonna, chat a little bit. And then also, just for a programming note, at 7:45, I believe it's 7:45, I'm going to come back on, and we're going to bring some of you on. I want to bring some of you up here to the stage so we could talk to you about your specific situation, about your specific business. And I want to see if I can try to help you live right here on YouTube. So if you got to go for whatever reason, we're gonna end this in about an hour. We're going to come back on at 7:45 Eastern time, and we're going to wrap up to you. I want to bring some people up here in the room with me, and we want to talk about their business. And let me see if I can try to help you solve some of your most pressing issues on the spot. So we're going to do that. But yes, let us know who you are. I see my man Sergio. Is this my same Sergio up there in Virginia area that came out to see us when we were there? Hello, cybersecurity. Love to be part with government contracts. Good stuff, Kels. All right. Son dude, seeking administrative services and project management, no prior business experience, but only experience and work at a law firm. Keep it up. Keep it going. Keep going. And Lalani, always just repeat what everything Eric says. You'll get a contract. Facts. So yeah, I remember this. We were doing contracts with this particular person who, we thought we were, doing okay, but he kept giving us all these really small contracts. And we noticed that even though we were performing them and we were, we felt as though we were growing as an organization, we could take on bigger contracts. We were wondering why we kept getting passed over for the larger projects. And we couldn't figure that out, why we kept getting passed over for larger projects, because we believe that we had already proven ourselves, right? Because isn't that what people tell you? To go out here, prove yourselves, and take a whatever $5,000 contract to start, take a $10,000 contract to start, whatever, take something small to get started, which is great. We did that. Then you move up bigger, 10,000, 20,000, you keep moving up. And so we kept doing that. And then we were doing $100,000, $150,000 contracts. But we noticed that this contracting person never gave us anything over 200,000. And we're working at this huge military installation, and there's literally projects going on all around us in the $1 million+ range, and we're getting passed over. And we could not figure it out for the life of us, like why, and the guy never told us, like he never legit told us why, like we weren't being considered for those opportunities. So it wasn't until after we left working at that particular military installation and we started engaging with other contracting folks that we learned about warrants. And so that's what Lalani's talking about, is a warrant. And if you don't know what a warrant is, well, you got to stick around to find out. We'll save that for later on in the conversation. So I love Lalani. Listen to the village, dropping gems. All right, listen, again, this is your time that we have together to answer questions for folks. Like I said, we're having 2 sessions back to back. The first hour, we're going to talk about the 3.0 course, what's in the course, try to answer some questions about people, try to help them to make some decisions. And then the second session, we're going to figure out why is it that you don't have a contract and what is it going to take to help get you your first contract? Because in my opinion, everyone, the 19 people that are watching right now, everyone should have contracts. Everyone should be doing business with the federal government. I believe that the market is big enough to support all of us, plus some. I mean, I've got 20,000 subscribers. It would not hurt the government if all 20,000 of us won contracts. Even if all 20,000 of us won contracts that were $1 million, it would not hurt the government. Trust me. There's that much money. It's that powerful out there. So again, keep dropping those, letting us know your business and where you're at and everything like that. Tell us about your organization. Just last year, we were wrapping up our 1.0 course, and we wrapped up our 2.0 course. And to be honest with you, I really wanted to buckle down and work on like the next iteration of our courses and our trainings and teachings and like that. And so that's when we came up with the 3.0 course. And so I want to share it with people on the screen, what it looks like. This is our latest and greatest version of the GovConEdu platform. This is our 3.0 course. And this is what it looks like. And I want to kind of go through. It's now live. I believe there's people that we know that we were ending the 2.0. And so they were wondering if we had anything coming behind it. It took me an additional like month and a half to put this whole thing together, but I definitely want to show it to people, kind of walk you through it, let you play with it a little bit. and see it for yourself, and hope, whatever questions people may have, we can discuss their thoughts, questions, ideas about what's in it, what's not in it, what do you learn, what do you get, what's all included. Like you said, we've got people in here who already are in these programs. They can answer questions as well. But I definitely want to come on and show people this is a lot of work, a lot of work. This is not a course that you take. Oh yeah, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, please. Like this video. I just noticed we got one heart. Make sure you guys please like the video. That helps me with all of my going out to the YouTube world. All right. And let me just do something really quickly that I did not do. Hold on. I want to put something in here. Hold on. That is our telephone number on the screen, 786-477-0477. Please call Erica. Erica is answering the phone lines. If you have any questions about anything that we're talking about tonight, please give Erica a call. She's one phone call away from anybody to help them to answer any questions they have. So give Erica a call. She's just one phone call away. So just wanted to say that. I'm gonna leave it on the screen. But yes, this is a lot of work. Maria and I put a lot of work into this, taking and going through all the content that I've had, that I've accumulated over the last 4 years, filtering through the good, the bad, the best content that we've ever had, and then taking, not only filtering through it, organizing it in a manner where people could go through and follow step-by-step basis. And this is what we came up with here. So we have a course introduction, and like I said before, so we'll go back. I don't want to go into the videos, but we really, because people ask me sometimes, well, Eric, is this for beginners? And the answer is yes. So we actually have some beginning lessons for people that are just getting started, right? And so here,
Patients Hub Zone Services.
sorry, we go through and I give you some message from instructor. Where are you in at? Do you have a product or service? If you don't have a product or service, let's start your market research. We mentioned our manifesto here. And then if you look, there's 5 more lessons down here below. And then there's another 4 lessons as well. So even in this 101, you have 7, 5, 9, you have 16 lessons in just 101 alone. So, when people say they have a course, right? We have more, this is more of an academy than a course. So here alone, you have what do we say, 16 lessons. This is our free course that most people have gone through already. This is our free course that everybody's gone through. But in case you have not gone through the free course, we put it here. This is 102. So if you think about, like, you're in college. Hold on. So if you imagine, right, you're in college and you have ENC 1101, ENC 1102, that's the way that we structured it. So you have 101 and you got 102. And there's, as you can see, there's 4 lessons here. And then under launching government brand, there's another 4 lessons there. So there's 8 lessons in that particular section under 102. And then let's go down here. SAM registration. Most people have already probably done their SAM registration. But for those of you who have not, we go into more details on, let me take my face off the screen. And let me take this number off the screen as well. I'll hide this stuff. Okay. So here we go into your actual SBA profile. And that's probably the biggest part of it that you're going to learn is SBA profile in this particular section. So if you're already registered in SAM, the one of the most instrumental things that I'm gonna even come back and put myself back on the screen. If you're registered in SAM, one of the biggest things that you can do for yourself, even bigger than ever having a website, is doing your SBA profile. And the reason why is because the government, while yes, people say that the government does go visit your websites, occasionally they do, but certainly 1,000%, they're going to look at your SBA profile, because that's where they start doing their market research, is on your SBA profile. So if you don't have a good SBA profile, and it's not filled out correctly, and it's not filled out in the way that it's searchable, that the government wants it to be searchable, then you're going to have a hard time finding you. And so many people say, Eric, how do I get SAP opportunities? How do I get micro opportunities? How do I get it? Starts off with your SBA profile. So that is incredibly powerful to know. Kel says, I have 2 of your books, is the same information, but more in depth. No, because think about it, Kels, you can only write so much information in an actual book, right? So in a book, I can explain to you ideas and concept, things like that. So in fact, I'm glad you brought that up. I have my books right here. So for example, in this book, only thing that I do here is I tell you like where to go to get free information to help you on your journey, right? So there's nothing really to learn there except for the resources that exist. In this particular book, I tell you my story, right? And what I did. So again, I tell you my story and what I did. And then again, I can only reference things for you to do. The difference is here, I actually show you what to do. So I actually, like here, I may explain to you how to do your SBA profile, but I show you examples. We tell you where to go. We tell you how to find someone's, what we call, again, I call it modeling. And so we'll go in and we actually explain to you, right, what the government is looking for to be on your SBA profile for the type of business that you have. And that's super critical, right? That's going to make all the difference in the world. And so while people think that they're, my mouse is, I lost my mouse. So while people may believe that you're, doing, like, again, I get message all day. Somebody says, Eric, I want to do marketing for the government, right? So people say, oh, I'm going to send the government, emails. I'm going to, I want to do like funnels or, ads or things like that. That doesn't work for the government. Like that's not the way that they seek you out. And again, we're talking about federal here. What the government is looking for is, what does your DSBS profile say? How to search you based on keywords, based on what they are looking to buy, how they want to buy it. And those are the people that are going to rise to the top of the list. And we'll go in and explain that. I've explained it in some videos before, but we can explain it in our next session coming up. So it's really, I've had someone in our course that literally picked up a contract by changing their profile. In fact, I got 2 people that I know of that was picked up contracts just by changing their profile. Forget website, just changing their profile information. So that's super, 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 super helpful. Capability statements, again, when we think about this stuff, we are looking. All right. Now, imagine on YouTube, I think I have 2 videos on capability statements. I have here 8 lessons on capability statements. I have 2 lessons down here that we went over that we spent literally on our Tuesday calls. We brought all of our members and we said, give us your capability statements. Let us review your capability statements. We put them on the screen. We scrutinized them. We told them what they were doing right, what they were doing wrong. We did that on 2 separate occasions. Can you guys see how like it's 142 minutes long, right? 2 separate occasions. So imagine, right? Like on YouTube, I've got 2 videos. Here I have 8, 10, 12 videos on capability statements, 2 of which are 140 and 130 minutes long, just on capability statements. Why? Because capability statements are that important. These are things that it's like your first impression, right? Whether it's on a date or whether it's for a job interview, it's that important. You can't, a lot of times what they say is that we overlook the small details. I've seen hundreds, if not thousands, of capability statements. 90% of them are horrible, horrible, horrible. And if I was a contracting officer, if I was a government decision maker, if I was a program manager, I wouldn't take you serious based on your capability statement. And so it's not even if you just want to be a prime. If you want to be a subcontractor, What do you think the primes are asking you for? Capability statement. So that is like one of those things where your SBA profile, your capability statement, those are your first impressions that you're leading with the people. And so when people come to me and they say, Eric, why am I not getting calls back? Why is nobody returning my phone calls? No, why is no one sending me back any emails? How come I can't penetrate the market? How come I'm having a hard time? And you'll see, in about 30 minutes when we come back on here, I'm gonna ask all of you the same thing. Whoever comes up to the stage, the first thing I'm gonna ask you, so be ready, is I want to see a capability statement and I want to see your SBA profile. I'm that's straight up. Like that's the first thing I'm asking you. And I'm gonna tell right off the bat if you are a flunky or if you got what it takes. Easy. Just right off the bat. Like when you come back on here, by the way, there's 32 people watching. Make sure you hit the like button. Also, like I said before, drop in here your industry, your city, so we can have some context. So I'm talking to folks, I can talk straight to you and not at you. Let's keep going. By the way, this is all under foundation. This is just one section of our course. Just kind of like FYI. Hold on. My mouse. I keep losing my mouse. Okay. Yeah, we're just under foundation. Industry days, DIY certifications, all of that's under foundation. Then we go to marketing. Under marketing, target market list. Let me tell you. Target market list. You know what about this target market list? I'm gonna pull this up. I want y'all to see this because like this is
say spending.
Okay. Target market list here. We have 11. Can y'all see that? There's 11 videos here, 8 here, and 3 there. Ain't no way, Kim, I could put that in a book. Some of these videos, look at this video, 64 minutes, 100 minutes, 129 minutes. I mean, to be honest with you, this is going to take about 3 months for anyone to go through it. Literally, like 3 months to go through it. Building a customer database. This is for me, for every small business that's trying to do business with the government. This is after your SBA profile, after your capability statement. This is going to be your GPS. This is going to be what helps you to navigate where you're going. We just recently picked up a consultant client that pays $4,000 a month plus a percent of the contract. And what do you think we're doing for them? The first thing that I did was, okay, let me give me your past performance. Let me put together a capability statement. We got them registered, which everybody knows they get registered. We're fixing their SBA profile. We're optimizing it, is what we call it, making it, federal government friendly. And then the market research, because that's our GPS, that's our compass. And that's going to tell us where we need to go to find the customers that buy our goods and our services. And as you can see, I think it's so important that we have 22 videos on that subject matter. And whenever someone brings me on and pays me to help their team, like this is where I start, hands down. This is where I start. Let me show you. Okay, what is capture? What is capture versus business development? Are you on the right track? What is capture management? What does that look like? What is business development? What's the difference? Leads, prospects versus customers. Must-dos, okay? Did you know who is buying? How do they buy? Have they bought from in the past and the present? What issues do they have? What are they looking to do in the future? Any upcoming events? What's the agency's GAO report? And here's the resource that we have for you. Target market list videos, contact top agencies worksheet, GovCon pipeline building Excel sheet. It's a lot of work. And trust me, a lot of people out here pay big bucks just for you to help them to determine their compass, because it's that important for folks. And so for everyone out here who is wondering, why, like, sometimes you feel like you're chasing your tail. It's because you didn't get this part right. Like, this part you didn't get right. So if you don't get this part right, you're going to be going in circles throughout your whole GovCon journey, and you're going to find yourself burnt out, and you're find yourself frustrated, and you're going to wonder why you're not getting the results you're looking for. You got to get this part right. This is um, wherever you get the information, however you get the information, this is a must. This is an absolute must. Some of my clients that hire me, they literally hire me just to do this, because if you are a 15, $20 million company, before you waste your time actually going to making a decision to invest and going after federal government marketplace, you want to see all of the opportunities that exist. Well, how do I see all the opportunities that exist? I got to go out and do the research and pull down reports from the marketplace and lay it out and present it to them in a manner that they understand, with graphs and showing them, right? Okay, this is the size of the market. These are all the players in the market. And so that they can make an intelligent decision about how they want to invest their money and build their company and grow their company. So for me, this warrants having 20 plus videos because it's so intricate, and it's such a such a like a wide spectrum of in terms of the marketplace, the size and scope and the scale, that you can't cover this in one video. And so, Kim, going back to the book, it would be impossible for me, even if you took all of these videos and you were to transcribe them into Word format, it'd probably be the size of like a encyclopedia or something. Just because, I mean, imagine transcribing 20 hours of words, right? That's hundreds of pages of content. So it'd be impossible for anyone to do that. So that's the next thing. Let me see what questions we have on here. Hold on one second. I saw some questions up here. All right. Question. If I want to be a consultant, should I start with the course? I saw you have a consultant course as well. Should I do this to learn and then consultant course? So actually, the consultant course is inside of here. So if you buy this course, the consultant course is within this bundle. So it's included. So for a little bit more money, you can buy this. And I'll tell you the difference is, if you buy a standalone course that I sell, it does not include our weekly Tuesday members only calls. Yvette, Queen Lee, how important are the Tuesday calls, right? So if you buy a standalone course, that does not include our weekly members calls. If you buy this course, you invite it to our weekly calls, which are every Tuesday at 7 p.m. We usually go an hour and a half, and that lasts every single week for the entire year. So you're going to receive 48 live calls with other students and live teachers, in addition to the at your pace lessons. So I would say, if you were deciding between that, then that's what I would do. Because for me, I think a lot of times, even when I was in real estate, it just helped to be around other people, to hear their stories, to hear their success, to hear their experiences, to see what they're going through. It just really helped, right? To be in a room with other folks out there. But I do understand that money is sometimes can be a challenge for people, and so that's why we decided to create standalone courses, just because we want to give people alternatives that fit their budget. But definitely, like I said, reach out to Erica, give Erica a call if you have any questions at all about any of this stuff. Give Erica a call and talk to her through it. Don't just assume anything like that. Let me put the number back on the screen. By the way, 44 people watching the video. Make sure you hit a thumbs up on this video. I appreciate that. All right. Let's keep going through it real quick. All right. Business development, primes and subcontracting, contract opportunities, 8A BD program. Oh, sorry. I got it real small on the screen. Hold on, guys. Make it a little bit bigger. Just start raining out here. Okay, here we go. Business development.
Do not have to.
So again, business development. You got, look, 4 modules, 7 modules, 7 more modules, 11 modules. 6 more modules. So look, as you can see, this is I want people to understand that when people are offering value, like real value, like this is what it looks like. And I'm actually happy. I hope that some of the people out here who are in this marketplace look at this and be like, dang, like I can't even compete with that. Like that's too much content. This is a lot of content. Trust me, it's gonna take you at least 3 months to go through this content. This is a lot of content. So um, but for me, I'm a person that likes to give a lot of value. As you see, I have 700 videos on YouTube. I like to give value. I know what it takes, and this is the first time that I can honestly say that I felt like my programs were complete. Up until that point, my earlier programs that I offered, 1.0, 2.0, I felt like I was missing things that I knew should be in there. But because of the sake of time and we want to get it out to the marketplace and give people some additional information and tools to help them succeed, which by the way, we did our job. Our students did $55 million in contracts. Let me repeat, our students from our programs did $55 million in contracts. So we did our job and we've helped a lot of people be very successful. In fact, sometimes some of our students who are alumni come back in and surprise us as guests and they come on and they share their stories. So part of the Tuesday calls, what happens is on our Tuesday calls, we have the first Tuesday of the month is our general Q&A session. So you come on, you can ask general questions about everything. The second Tuesday of the month is where we do an actual like learning session. So we come in and we teach a specific topic, and that's basically the group collectively decides on that topic. The third Tuesday is where we do breakout sessions. So we break into different sections, and we talk about, for example, if let's say you're in IT, you want to talk about IT. If you're janitorial, talk about janitorial. This particular last week, I came on and I did my own section and I talked about cryptocurrency, NFTs, Web3, DeFi. And so I actually came in, and I know a lot of people want to talk about cryptocurrency. And so I came on and I actually talked about crypto, which was pretty cool because I've really been doing a lot of crypto stuff. So I came in and I set up a group just on crypto and how my journey took place in crypto. So that's the third Tuesday of the month. And then the final Tuesday of the month is our advanced sessions where we have guest speakers. And that starts this month where we're having all these guest speakers come on and actually speak and teach lessons from their experiences. So now you're getting outside persons who are also experts in their respective areas coming in to teach lessons, former contracting officers, former head of contracting, people who actually write proposals, things like that. We're going to have them coming on and speaking on the 4th of the month. So for me, if I had to decide between just a separate course as opposed to the actual 3.0, I would choose 3.0 just because of the Tuesday calls. And there's no additional cost for that. Let's see. Instead of doing my PhD, I'm going to do this instead. I think that is a good move. I really think that's a good move. Let's see. Hold on. What's up? What's up, Eric? You need your car washed. Yeah, I probably do need my car washed right now. What's going on, brother? All right, Charlotte, North Carolina in the house. What's going on? Queen Lee says third Tuesday session is fire. Yeah, everyone likes that third Tuesday session. Everybody likes that third Tuesday session. That third Tuesday session is nice, right? Because you break into smaller groups, and then the small groups get to control like what you want to talk about and learn from. And last week we had Maria in a session. We had Randy, who led a session. Lisette's always leading a session. I led a session. So we had like 5 powerhouse people who've done millions of dollars in contracts leading in their own independent rooms. And there were smaller groups, like 9 to 10 people in the rooms. And so it was more intimate setting, and you could talk about, real life situations that you're experiencing out here, which for me is perfect to actually go forward in your journey, because there's other things that happen, besides just like rejection, right? Like there's self-doubt, there's fear, there's not feeling like you're good enough. There's a lot of these things that are going on that you can talk to about in an intimate group of people, of like-minded folks, that you can't talk about outside of that. All right, let's see what we got here. I need them calls. How much to renew for the next year of calls? Uh, we talked about that for the calls. And I was thinking like $500 for the whole year. I wanted to make something reasonable for folks out there. I was thinking like 500 for the whole year. So now that I've got that on captured on screen, you can hold me to it. Yes, Gilbert, we sell single courses. Perfectionist painting contract, just got my tail under control. That's right. Pay attention. SBA profile, capability statement, target market list. Got some clarity now. John, perfect. No, this is that. If you do these things right, okay, you're going to be at like 90% ready to go. Queen Lee, these calls are very important. Tuesday calls. Networking and learning. Yes. Hey, I was one of their contracts for selling firearms because a week before I got into contracts, I want to get a type FFL to deal firearms, eventually manufacture them. Yeah, the government buys a lot of firearms. I mean, in fact, my Mebs, who used to work for me before he went back to Africa, Tanzania, he was working with an agency and they wanted like shotgun shells. And we actually had a hard time finding shotgun shells, Ezekiel, because at that time, whenever like they change administrations, I don't know if you guys know this, but all the guns, all the ammo, everything is bought up. Like even stores that carry munitions can't get enough to sell fast enough. So he had a contracting officer requesting shotgun shells. They do the little things where you throw the thing in the air, the little skeet thing, and then you shoot it. Let me change my screen. And so that little discs that you throw and you shoot, they were asking him for the shells to shoot those little discs. We could not find a supplier to supply them. So yes, they do arms, but sometimes the issue may be the supply chain, may be your problem. Not problem, but maybe your challenge. That's right. 55 million in real contract dollars. All right? What else we got? Let's see. Questions. All right, let's see. Look at this. Correct. I no longer wash cars. Thank you for your knowledge. I actually had someone contact me because of the SBA change you recommended. If you don't know who this is, right, you got to go back to like 2 weeks ago. We did a live session. And this person right here that just dropped me $5, right? This person was on my live session. In fact, you're the one that inspired me to do the next live session that we're going to do in 30 minutes, right? You inspired me because you asked me to help you review your SBA profile. So we actually went live, pulled up his SBA profile. I reviewed it. I suggested the changes for him to make. And you see what he said on the screen. So we're going to be doing that with people in the next 30 minutes. But imagine, right? Look, DER. As you can imagine, if I was able to do that for you in a 5-minute session, what do you think is going to happen? When you come over here to the page over here, right? What do you think is going to happen when you come over here and you start doing the real stuff? And by the way, I've only shown you 2 sections: foundation and marketing. Then we go from over here to bidding, right? And now, what does everybody need when it comes to bidding? How to write proposals. How do I estimate, right? What about IDIQs, long-term contracts? How do I get supplier credit, vendor credit? What about the FAR? Now, let me tell you about this FAR. Let me tell you the difference between me and everybody else. Is on the FAR here, that section I put the FAR, right? I'm going to put this on the screen. On the FAR, I'm not telling you FAR clauses like the stuff that you read in your regular contracts. Like I'm not telling you those kind of FARs. I'm telling you clauses that I've used for my negotiations to help me close the deals. Ezekiel said, where my man likes at? Yo, 5 seconds, hit me a like. Ezekiel said, y'all not liking. Why the 18-year-old kid got to tell the grown folks to hit like button? Come on now. Give me some likes. 42 people watching. Give me some likes. That's the least you could do is give me a like. All right, so look, on my FAR section here, I'm going to show you guys something. You better take a picture or a screenshot while you're at it. Hold on. Let me show you. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Okay. This is the kind of stuff that we're showing you. Okay. How do you, I did it really quick. I did it fast so you can see it. Negotiation for profit, right? Notifications, protests, mistakes. I did it fast. There's 11 sections in here. What happens is I've had my butt kicked a lot of times. I've had contracting officers telling me, my numbers are too high. I had contracting officers telling me, right? Like, hey, you can't charge for this. You can't charge for that. I show you how to get around that stuff. I share with you my emails to contracting people, what I said to get around. And so I show you exactly what they said to me. And then I show you my response. I show you the recommended response of how you get around that. So for example, the content officers tell you like your profit is too high, or maybe like let's say you're trying to charge for some equipment. They say, no, we don't pay for that kind of equipment. Or maybe try and charge for a person. They say don't pay for that in person. What do you do? What do you say in that instance? So we go through all of that in that particular section. So it's not just like, oh, here's the FAR, read the FAR. No. You can do it on your own. But for example, right now it's the pandemic. And let's say you win a contract and you can't get your materials, you can't get your supplies because of the pandemic. All right, what do you do? Who do you call? The government says, no, you have to meet your date to deliver these items. Who do you have to talk to about that situation? That's what we're here for. So because we've been through that situation, we've had that experience. I just had one of my contracts modified as a result of using some of the clauses that are in the rule books against the contracting officers to support my claim for what I wanted. These are the things that you're going to need as you start advancing in your journey. And only someone who's been there and done that can help you with those things. So it's not just, hey, here's the FAR, right? Read the FAR, understand FAR Part 19, small business. No. Anybody can do that. I'm telling you how to use the FAR today to be able to leverage the negotiations with the government. Because if you are doing simplified acquisition, if you're doing micro purchases, those are all negotiated. They're all negotiated. And by the way, that is what we want all of our students to do. We want all of our students to be able to do simplified acquisition, micro purchases as a way to start and embark on their journey, and then move up into some of the larger type of projects by, like Uncle Lane say, networking with other GovCon Giant members and GovCon Giant students. So let's jump in over here. Estimating, bidding, how do you come up with pricing? How many people come to me and say, Eric, I don't know how to price a job, right? I don't know how to price a job. How do I figure out what percentage of work I have to do? How do I figure out how to estimate my government price? Okay. How do we figure that stuff out? There's 7 lessons here. 5 on estimating with actual sample proposals, price proposals, actual estimate that we did that you can see, janitorial estimate, price proposal, big construction project. Hold on, forms, how to fill them out. So again, we're not leaving nobody out here in the cold. We are like walking with you step by step all the way. Questions, comments. By the way, let me drop the link in here. This is where you're gonna go. All right. That's where you're going right there, govconeric.com/join, and you'll be able to go through and see all this information, or govconedu.com/courses, and it's called 3.0. So, questions, I'll leave the last 10 minutes or so for questions, and then I'm going to take a short break, and then I'm going to come back on, and we're going to find out why you don't have any contracts. What's up with that? And we're going to invite some people on as well to hopefully some of you. Look, if you got to get your hair done or fix your background, go ahead and do it, because I'm going to send out a link to invite people to come up here with me so we can chat about why their business is not winning contracts and how to help them make them successful. But definitely want to come on and let people know that the 3.0 course is out. It's live, and you can buy it today on our website. You can go to GovconGiants.com. You can go to GovConEdu.com. And on top of that, let me just kind of wrap this thing up here. These are what she was asking about, our members only videos. So we've been teaching this since 2018, the latter part of 2018. So we have 3 years. Actually, now this will be 4 years because we're in 2022. We have 4 years of members only calls that you could go back and reference with all types of questions. In fact, I thought about, Kim, are you still on here? When you talk about my book, I actually thought about this, taking those questions and answers. Hold on, let me make myself a little bit bigger. I thought about this. Because I have so many questions. I was thinking about making this book. It's like a question and answer book for all the, oh, sorry, the light's kind of bright. So I was thinking about taking those member only calls and making like a Q&A book of most commonly asked questions into like a book format, just because it's literally 4 years of questions and answers from people. Let's just jump in. I'll take a look at it. And you can see here, literally, I mean, there's freaking, I don't know, 30 videos here. The good thing is that what we've done is we actually took, let me make it bigger so you can see this. We hired someone to come in and separate it by chapter. So now you can see the chapter of what we talk about. See that? All right, I still got to make it bigger for you guys. Hold on. All right, cool. So look, now you can see here inside the course, ability to be a prime, respond to market research, masterclass Mondays, membership Facebook group, platform, social media. Can we work with more than one 8A company? So now here's a list of 23 questions in this particular video that I answered in a members only call. How to tell companies how far they can go, what are recommendations other than FPDS, how to present HVAC contracts to the government, reach out to local OSTA booths, messing up my pricing list, respond to the sources sought. So each one of these videos here, okay, that one's a short one. That's only 8 minutes. No reason to break it up. Okay, here's another call. So check this out. All right, we talk about outsourcing the project, creating a relationship with OSTA booth. Dan's working with Miami Nation, risk management framework and cybersecurity, responding to sources sought, RMF process for vetting companies, government transportation work, government contractors, reaching out to Department of Defense. So we literally went through and broke down all these calls, and we had somebody review them and literally have somebody review them and actually take that and make it like into a digestible format. So we think we've done a lot of good work, a lot of hard work, a lot of investment. So let's see what my man says. Create digital self-paced version, online exam, and a free version too. Yeah, actually, we do want to create a, it's funny you said that. We are working on creating online exams. So we are working on that. Yes. Yeah. The thing is, when you say a free version, to me, like the YouTube is already my free version of content. And unfortunately, right, like all the work that goes into this, all the people that have to be paid is really, basically supporting all the vendors, the artists, the freelancers that went to make this possible. So, like I said, I freely give of my time. That's why I do these things. That's why I come on here and give of my time to folks. But fortunately, I can't expect that of my team and everybody else. So, all right, let's see. Let's keep taking some questions. Beverly says, I want contracts so bad. All right, Beverly. Well, listen, let's talk about what's going on. I know attorneys that do that stuff cheaper than the average hourly rate. I don't know what kind of stuff she's referring to. Let's see what else we got up here. What else? That's correct. We already have a free course that you can go on right now and get our free course. So we already have that. And again, I'm listen. The thing that I've learned is this, which is interesting. You know what happens when you and it's sad. I actually going back to that question about the free course. You know what I've learned is that when you get something for free, you don't actually value it. And so a lot of times it's really difficult for us as humans, nature, to value something that we get for free and to really, because again, I have 700 free videos on YouTube. I don't think that I've met a single person that has watched all of my free content. And it's free. It's completely free. You know, and so at the same token, people are looking for results. So I got 700 free videos on YouTube that people can watch, and there's no cost to watch it, and you can just go through and do that. But unfortunately, this not many people do that. However, we have had people, and we continue every time we get on one of these calls. We've had people that have used my free content and been successful at winning contracts. So I don't even accept an excuse that you're not in my paid programs as an excuse for not winning contracts. So I'm not even allow people to say, well, the financial is what's setting you back, because I have had several people take my free content and use it to win contracts. They dug in, they did the hard work. It's a lot of content. Trust me. I don't feel bad because I made all the content. So they've dug in and they put in the time and the effort to make it work. So again, we just want to let people know that's available, because every month I have 34,000 people watching our content. Every month we have 10 to 12,000 unique people, and they don't even know about the courses and the programs and the things that we have. So I just want to say that, to me, I want to let people know that this stuff exists and make it available to them, so that way they can see all these things. So someone says, where's our free content? It's right here. All of our content, all of our courses is here under govconedu.com/courses. So here's all of our courses, and you can see it. And here's our free course right here. So we have a free course right here, Federal Government Contract Beginners Course. You get it via email, right? And so we have our free course on our website, govconedu.com/courses. I'll drop that in the chat and put up here for people. So it's not even for me. Like Melvin said, we got plenty of enough free. I think at this point, when someone is actually ready to stop, kicking the tires and make this thing happen, and they're saying that they really want this bad, I really want it bad, I really want it bad, this is the time where you make the investment, because it's not just the courses and the education, it's being in a community of people that can support you, that will encourage you, that will uplift you, that will motivate you. I've learned that actually has been some of the biggest reasons why people are successful, even more so than the education, because at some point you got to stop learning and start doing. And then that takes a little bit of bravery. That takes a little bit of fear. It takes a lot of action on your part. So I think for me, what I found in everything that I've ever done is being surrounded by mentors and people who've been there already, people who walk the ropes, that can talk to me, that can encourage me, that's even more powerful than the lessons. Because like I said, all the lessons you can have, they're already on YouTube in bits and pieces in different formats. You just got to kind of put it together. Here, we've taken all this information and put it together in one central place and organize it. And yes, you are correct. You can watch free videos every day for 2.5 years. And I have no problem with that. I promise you, I have no problem. And even for folks out here who again, I mean, I understand everyone doesn't have money and resources. We actually took those members only videos that you see here. These members only videos right here, 2018, 2019, and 2020, we have them on YouTube organized under our members only section. So you can get 3 years more additional free, not free content, but 3 years of additional content. You can get that information on YouTube if you join our members. So if you join our YouTube membership, which I think starts at $5 a month, you can receive 3 years of Q&A sessions. So this year right here, 2020, all these videos, 2018, 2019, all these videos are on YouTube, but they're in our members only section. So again, there's literally, we're trying to, unlike other people, we're really trying to make it accessible to everyone. And at the same time, at least, pay the bills and keep the lights on and things like that. So we don't have to close our doors, because wouldn't it be a shame if we had to close our doors and we couldn't even provide you with any information? So again, listen, like I said, we're going to shut down in about 5 minutes because I'm going to come back on at 7:45. 60 people watching. If 60 people hit the likes up button right now, I would be appreciative for you. CKOK says, I watch your videos online every day. This weekend, I spent entire time watching Brian Volkin, Martha, and the 8A Specialist video. I got to finish the live stream training from Puerto Rico tonight. Nice. So again, this is a person who's actually putting in the time and the energy and the work. And I appreciate that. And that's the kind of person that I want to reciprocate and I want to talk to and spend time with, because if they're willing to go that step and do those things, then I'm willing to help them and support them, because I know that they really want to make this happen. I just don't have time to spend with people that are saying, hey, I don't want to watch the videos. I don't want to buy the course. I just want you to tell me how to do it. Okay, that's fine. That'll be $25,000. And by the way, hey, look, I'm cool with that. If you decide you don't want to watch the videos, if you decide you don't want to take the course, if you want us to do it, give us a call. If you have an extra $25,000 laying around, we'll take it. You don't have to do nothing. You come to us and my team will do everything for you. We'll get you up and running. No problem. If you have more money than time, we'll take that too. I'm okay with it. I don't want to force anyone to have to do things that is, hey, look, I don't have the kind of time. I'm okay with that too. So we'll take your money. Let us, we're here. I just want you to know we're serious. We're here to support folks. So yes, Judy, players and layers. That's my girl, Judy. She's always there. Jude says, thanks for helping on this matters. Makes you far comprehensive than how others are making it complicated with hidden fees. No, we're not, again, like I said, there's nothing hidden. We're trying to give people information. We're trying to give people relevant information, practical information, applicable information that they can take with them. And like I said, in about 7:45, we're going to come back on. We're going to jump back on. I'm going to invite some people. So get your stuff together to come back on with me up to the stage. And we're going to find out, why are you not winning contracts? So, hey, listen, I'm signing out. Everything is on our website, govconedu.com/courses. We've got our phone numbers everywhere. We've got our emails plastered everywhere. So all you got to do is look us up. Here's our email. Okay, that's the email everywhere. Here's our phone number. Again, we got our members only section. Hit the like button, show us some love. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, YouTube. We're signing out. I'm going to take a little break, come back, give me some water, refresh, and then we'll be back on discussing why are you not winning contracts. So get ready. I'm going to invite somebody to come up on stage. I hope there's some brave people out there. Out of 53 people watching, I hope there's some brave folks that are ready to come up on stage, and let's challenge me. Let's see what's going on. Let's have a conversation. All right. See you in a little bit. Thanks, guys and girls and others. I don't want to exclude anybody. See you in a little bit.